Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Put a Ring on It Season 2, Episode 5. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, one of my peoples, welcome back. We starting off where we left off last episode. Alexia, she is storming out because she's tired of hearing how Darian wants to go on a date with Kai and how much fun he's having with Kai, how much conversation he can have with Kai. When you done been with me 14, 15 years, may or may not have babies in that time, and you don't communicate with me like that, you ain't happy to go on dates and communicate with me. But he doesn't understand why Alexia is tripping and what is your problem with this girl. Well, I just stated what the problems were. You happy, and every time you bring up Kai's name, you skinning and grinning. Not going, you want to go on another date, not another girl. You don't want to go on a date with nobody else. You want to go on a date with Kai. Now we're gonna get to Kai in a minute because she was saying some things like she trying to push some things along. But her issue with you is like you ain't did this much in our relationship. I didn't spend almost half my life with you, and I haven't got a ring. I ain't got no baby. I just got you out here. When you want to just up and leave, you leave. You out of town, and I don't even know it. You out of town, and I don't know you back until you say you back, but you ain't at home. You somewhere else. Now, once they get back with the group, Darian, he can understand how Alexia will be uncomfortable with him going on a fourth date with Kai. Now, LaRonda is somewhat in her feelings because Sean wants to go on a third date with Brittany. Now, I don't know if it's I want to be with Brittany or is it Brittany is in the entertainment business as I am and we are on the same playing field financially, or is it I really can see myself with Brittany because his issue with LaRonda is he doesn't make as much money as she does. Like his money isn't guaranteed because he's an entertainer. And LaRonda, she likes to make sure the bills are in place. Like we have monthly, quarterly meetings about our bills and finances. And I was like, she just want to be perfect because I'm like, she's a money person. That's what she does. Now Alexia goes on a date with Monty and they play basketball. He's divorced, has a little girl who also likes to play basketball. And she said now she's going to be focusing on herself and not what Darian was doing because the other time she was having a date, she was so focused on, oh yeah, my man Darian, he was in this group of such and such. Have you heard of him? Oh yeah, that's my man over there. I think they saying my name. She was so focusing on him, she wouldn't put himself first. So now she's like, I'm going to put myself first. Now she's talking about some Darian needs to step his game up because um, if he want to top Monte. And I was like, what conversation was you having with Monte? Did did Darian have to step his game up? That tells me Darian's been putting his best foot forward in their relationship, and he's been doing the bare minimum. If just this one day, you're like, okay, Darian, you're gonna have to top this one day, because I guess it was a whole thing of she was able to communicate with Monty, just like Darian was able to communicate with Kai. But for whatever reason, these two together cannot communicate with each other. Jessica goes on a date with Sean. They go to a tequila bar, and she was able to throw them shots back like she was a pro. And he, on the other hand, was over sipping. I don't drink alcohol at all. I just can't do it. Everything it's too strong. Wine to me tastes like beer. Maybe I was trying the wrong wine, but like I'm not an alcohol drinker. But like y'all who be out here drinking, is tequila something that you can just take down like that, or is that something you can sip? I really don't know. Well, he sells luxury real estate. And this is when we find out that Jessica has two kids. She has a 12-year-old and 8-year-old. Now, I know this show is not about children. It's about, these two grown folks trying to see if they want to get married. But we ain't heard nothing about, her having kids. We ain't seen no kids. Again, this is about the grown-ups and not the kids. So while Alexi was out on his date, Darian says his home life has been in shambles, so he needs Dr. Nicole to show him how to make peace in his home, all the while wanting to go on a date with Kai. Like, I want peace at home, but I also want to go out with Kai. I was like, you're not going to have peace at home if you're going out on dates with Kai. Just letting you know that. He feels since Alexia is a tough woman. She shouldn't be hurt if he wants to go on a date. I don't see what that those two have. I can be the strongest woman ever, but I don't want to see my significant other going on a date with somebody else. What I got Dr. Nicole saying is you've done a lot of things in your relationship where she has put her guard up. And if you were more honest about where you are, where you're going, and what you're doing, she would be able to, put some of those barriers down. Because if you out here not wanting to communicate with her and you rush into the studio, that's a barrier coming up. If you doggone it, hey babe, what you doing? Oh, I'm out of town and I ain't told you and we live together, another barrier up. If you was out of town and I know that, and you supposed to be there for a certain amount of time, and then I call you and you tell me you back at home and you been back at home for a few days, and you ain't communicating with me and you ain't came home, another barrier has come up. So that's why she got this tough exterior because of you, my sir. Erica and Jessica sit down with Dr. Nicole. We found out like a year and a half ago, Jessica and Eric split up. She asked him if he was happy, and he said no. So this was around the time that he kind of sort of retired from football. If he feels like she didn't understand what he was going through, and she feels like he was taking out his frustrations on her. Now, if y'all remember last episode, when he was saying that he can't go to her, but she's like, when I come to you with like a solution to a problem or just saying something, you will be like, well, that's what I already thought, so you're not really helping. The point is, she came to you. She didn't just let you figure it out on whether y'all came up with the same idea or not. She was there trying to communicate with you. Well, I guess like a year and a half ago, they was apart, and she started entertaining other people, and this is where he has his trust issue. Mind you, he cheated for the first year of their marriage, of their relationship. But not only did she cheat, but she cheated with another athlete. Now, did she cheat or was y'all not together? I need to know these things because if y'all was not together, she was not cheating. If you said you wasn't happy and she was like, all right, I'll let you be not happy by yourself and y'all was through, that's not her cheating. But if y'all was still living in the same house and then she went out here, then that's cheating. She was supposed to block the person, but they end up on FaceTime. He wants to know, are you holding this dude off to the side in case we don't, make it? And she admits that the dude is still trying to get with her, but she's no longer following him, but he's been following her, trying to get back with her. Now it's like if she was like all about the money and all that other stuff, she would have left you to be with this dude who was still an athlete. It seems that she loves you. We got Kai and Darian. She says that she likes him. She says liking him can go somewhere, but he's not allowing it because he's holding on to something he might need to let go. Like, you need to break up with Alexia and you need to be with me. Now, mind you, what was that last episode? She was talking about she don't want to be the side piece. She don't want to feel like she's the side piece. But you're using languages that side pieces use all the time. Like, you not happy at home, you might as well come over here and be with me. Okay, so you seen how things are going on with him and Alexia. Not saying it's gonna happen to you, but like this man, never mind. He says that she needs to respect his situation. She says you steady trying to respect a situation that does not respect you. You trying to be considerate of her feelings, but have you thought about my feelings? And I was like, okay, I can understand you over, but he is never. I don't want to say he's never, given her the impression that he wants to be with her and all that other stuff, but it seems like she's starting to catch feelings for him. It's like basically, how dare you have respect and consideration from your girlfriend and not me, who you met 4 times? He tells her he likes the communication they have. She a cool person, and then that next day he might go on, might not be able to communicate with him. And she says she don't want to be his help. What I got from that is I can talk to you. You are a cool person, and we vibe. Yes, you look nice, but you were somebody I like to talk to. She seems like, you know what? I'm starting to catch feelings, and your home life don't look like it's about nothing. So if you would just let that home life go and then we can be together, everything will be cool. That's what I got. Sean is saying how his date with Brittany went really, really good, and that Brittany had a show in Florida that she decided to miss her bus and drive to Florida so she can be on a date. So I don't know what's worse, catching a bus to Florida or driving to Florida. I don't know what part of Florida she was in, but Georgia to Florida is not that long. But he talking about some. He almost went to her show because he felt bad. Now it seems this is a pattern for Mr. Sean. Like he wants to help people at the expense of LaRonda. And she felt a little disrespected. Disrespected. It's like he does this all the time. He's always helping out everybody else, but at the cost of me. And she not feeling it. Darian wants to go on another date with Kai. It's just that he knows the consequences and repercussions that will happen with Alexia. Kat has already expressed that she's starting to catch feelings, and this is a rocky road that he's gonna put himself in. Alexia and Darian have better communication with strangers than they do with each other, and that is a bad sign. If you can't communicate with your spouse, your partner, your love, or your supposed love, y'all don't need to be together. Darian says Alexia doesn't want him to go on another date, and I don't want to, but she said, I don't want you to, but that's still your decision. As far as going, they was like, okay, the Dr. Nicole wants them to go on a date together. And she's like, I don't want to go on a date with Darian. Alexia feels that Darian is using this process to get away with what he's been doing or might have been doing. And this process is actually showing her who he is as a person. It's sad it took you 14 years to figure this out, that this is who he is. And I'm assuming the more and more he's going on a date with this one person is really showing you maybe I don't know I don't need to be with him. So I was thinking that she was gonna stick by him like this is my man. I'ma stand by him no matter what. But it's seeming like she's no those rose colored glasses is disappearing, and she's like, do I really want to go through this any longer? Another 14 years. So y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so my beautiful face puts up a video. You can click on it, and like it, and share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, oh, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people, tell their people to come over and be one of my people by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.